Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. We are finally here. This week is one of those really important weeks for anyone following Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We are getting closer and closer to the release of the new chapter, set for February 18, and from now until that day, every single detail can matter. In this week, a lot of interesting things are happening and could happen. First of all, on Wednesday, the official countdown of the ARG will end. This means that right in the middle of the week, something important should be released, something that closes the ARG. We still don't know exactly what it will be, but it's clear that it won't be something random. On top of that, this could also be the week of the gameplay trailer. According to many theories, and based on the moves we've seen so far, the gameplay trailer could drop during these days. This would be a huge step, because we would finally see the game in action and understand better what kind of experience Chapter 5 will be. And we have to remember that this Saturday is Valentine's Day. For this reason, there's a strong possibility that a Valentine's Day themed image could be released, maybe connected to a character or to some story element. Even a single image, as we've learned, can hide important details. So in this video, we're going to talk about everything that's coming in these days. The end of the ARG, the possible gameplay trailer, and also the surprises connected to Valentine's Day. We'll put together the information, the theories, and try to understand what could really happen. Before we start though, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy this kind of content and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss any updates on Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 and everything that's coming. With that said, let's jump straight into the video, because this week could tell us much more than it seems. Let's start first of all with the countdown. I'm putting the countdown website on screen right now so we can look at it together. As you can clearly see, there are only 2 days left until the end of the timer. And here, it's important to make one thing clear right away. This is not the countdown for Chapter 5 release, but the countdown for the end of the ARG. So we're not talking directly about the game coming out, but about something that officially closes this long phase of clues and mysteries. For this exact reason, when the countdown ends, something really important should be revealed. We're not talking about a simple teaser or a small image, but something that marks a real turning point. According to many fans, this countdown could be directly connected to the gameplay trailer, which would also be the final trailer of the game before release. This theory isn't random at all, because one of the most theorized days for the gameplay trailer release matches perfectly with the end of this countdown, so on paper, it actually makes sense. However, it's only fair to say this clearly. At the moment, we don't have any official confirmation from Mob Entertainment. They only published this countdown, without explaining what will happen exactly when the timer reaches 0. It could be the trailer, yes, but that's not the only possibility. Another very strong hypothesis is that the VHS could finally be released, meaning the introductory video for Chapter 5, the one that should set up the story and the context of the new chapter. We have also considered that they could reveal the red-furred mascot that we've seen in the ARG material. Up until now, we've only seen it indirectly, only the arm and the hand, never shown clearly. And what better moment than the end of the ARG to finally reveal it properly. In any case, one thing is certain. We only have to wait 2 more days. Just 2 days and we'll finally have official answers without relying only on theories and speculation. And from that moment on, everything will probably start moving much faster. Now, let's talk about the gameplay trailer, which is probably one of the most anticipated things ever. We're finally getting closer and closer to that moment, and with the gameplay trailer, the main mascot of Chapter 5 should finally be revealed. This is a huge step, because from that point on, the game won't just be theories anymore, but something real we can actually see and analyze. According to many theories, the gameplay trailer should be released this very week. The 2 most discussed days are Wednesday and Saturday, and these dates are not random at all. Let's start with Wednesday the 11th. Besides being the end of the countdown we talked about earlier, it's also a very symbolic day, because it's exactly 7 days before the official release of Chapter 5. That would make it the perfect moment to show the gameplay and start the final countdown toward the game's release. Then we have the other possibility, which is Saturday. In this case, we would be 5 days away from the release of the game. And this number is important, because 5 directly connects to the number of the chapter itself. So if the trailer comes out on Saturday, we would basically have a 5-day countdown that perfectly matches Chapter 5. On top of that, there's also an important precedent to remember. For Chapter 4, the final trailer was released exactly 5 days before the game came out. This makes the Saturday theory even more believable and gives us another strong reason to keep an eye on that day. That said, even if the gameplay trailer ends up releasing on Saturday, Wednesday would still remain a very important day. With the end of the ARG countdown, something very interesting and important could still be released, possibly directly connected to the trailer or to the story of the chapter. So overall, this week is absolutely crucial. Whether the trailer comes out on Wednesday or Saturday, we're clearly at the point where big reveals are about to happen, and every single day could bring something new to analyze. The gameplay trailer will reveal also the main mascot of Chapter 5. Finally, we will know who will be the main face of the game. Well, it's the time to talk about what could happen this Saturday. Saturday the 14th is also Valentine's Day, and we know very well that Mob Entertainment often releases themed images and artwork during holidays. And they never do it just for decoration. There's almost always a specific meaning behind it. In fact, very often these artworks hide important details and secrets. They are never random images. Every element, every character in the background, every object placed there apparently by chance can turn into a clue to build theories on. We have to remember a message that was posted in January by one of the Mob Entertainment. In the message published in January, Amber, who is the official artist of Mob Entertainment and the one who created the previous artworks, clearly said that in February we would get something. She didn't specify what, but she hinted that this month would be important also from an artistic point of view. This could be a pretty clear hint. February has just started, and what better occasion than Valentine's Day to release a new artwork? Considering that these contents often come out right during holidays, the idea of a Valentine's Day themed artwork this Saturday is far from unlikely. Anyway, we have to remember that these are not simple artworks. We've already seen it with the Christmas, New Year's and Halloween artworks. All of these artworks have always shown elements directly connected to Chapter 5, giving fans material to analyze and create theories for months. Even today, we can still go back to those images and find details that maybe were overlooked at first. And that's exactly the beauty of it. Every new artwork could add another piece to the Chapter 5 puzzle, or give a new interpretation to what we thought we already understood. So even this Valentine's Day Saturday could turn out to be a very important date. Whether it's an artwork, a hidden clue, or something even bigger, it's definitely a day to keep an eye on. This week is extremely important for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We are just a few days away from the official release and everything is clearly leading towards some key moments. On one side, we have the end of the ARG countdown, which is coming very soon and could bring a very important reveal. On the other side, there's the gameplay trailer, which according to many theories could be released this very week, possibly on Wednesday or Saturday, following patterns we've already seen with previous chapters. And then we have Valentine's Day, which could bring us a new themed artwork, with all the hidden secrets and details we've learned to expect from Mob Entertainment. From now, very single day could be the right one for a new reveal, and it's definitely worth staying alert. I really want to thank you all for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. Bye bye!